We are interrupting this
why
program
have you
to bring you a
chosen
live
to
telecast. Our regular programs will continue shortly. Please stay tuned.
Your Excellency, the Speaker of the House of Representatives, Right Honorable Dr. Tajuddin Abbas, represented by the Right Honorable Dr. Tony Saleh, the Chairman of the Downstream, Midstream, and distinguished colleagues. My name is Barrister Jesse Okejo Onakalus. I represent the Nigerians, especially the heartbeat of Lagos, Oshodi Solo.
Your Excellency, the Speaker, heavily represented, the Chairman of the Downstream, Chairman of the Midstream, my esteemed colleagues, stakeholders in the oil industry, gentlemen of the press, ladies and gentlemen, I welcome you to this occasion. I am Honorable Engineer Fong Dali of Cholon, a member representing Viking Nigeria Federal Constituency. I'm from Plateau State. Thank you.
Good evening, Your Excellency, the Speaker of 10th National House of Representatives, will be represented by Dr. Sadasoli, the Chairman, House Committee on Downstream and Midstream, honorable colleagues, dear stakeholders, gentlemen of press. My name is Honorable Engineer Dominic Okafo. I represent the good people of Agota Federal Constituency. I'm from Anambra State, the light of the nation. You're welcome to this engagement.
Good evening, Honorable Chairman of the committee. And I first start by greeting the representative to the Speaker, and Right Honorable Sadasuri, Chairman of the Joint Committee, Midstream and Downstream Petroleum Resources, honorable colleagues, guests here present. My name is Ibe Okwara Osonwa, Okabo Hafian, and I represent the very prosperous people of Aruchukwu Federal Constituency. I am from that state that is called God's own state, with God's own governor. I am from Abia State.
Right, Honorable Speaker, ably represented by Honorable Sarasoli, Chairman, House Committee on Petroleum Mainstream and Downstream, honorable colleagues, all other protocols duly observed. My name is Prince Olaide Latif Mohammed. I represent the good people of Irepo, Orelope, Olorunsogbo Federal Constituency. I'm from the Base Center State, Oyo. Thank you.
The Right Honorable Speaker, as represented by Honorable the Chairman of Midstream and Downstream Petroleum, honorable colleagues, men of the press, I am Ambassador Daniel Asama Ago, represent the people of Basal Jos North Federal Constituency. I am from Plateau State, the ever home of peace and tours.
The Right Honorable Speaker, ably represented by Honorable Sadasoli, the Joint Chairman of the two committees, Midstream and Downstream. My name is Barrister Abubakar Ahmed Muhammad, member representing Funtua Dandume Federal Constituency. I am from Katsina State. Thank you.
Thank you, the Speaker, Sadasoli, the Chairman,
Standing Committee on Midstream and Downstream. Let me stand on the existing protocol. My name is Right Honorable Ambassador James Shaibu Barka. I represent Gombe Home Federal Constituency. I am from Adamawa State, northeastern Nigeria. Thank you.
Good evening, Mr. Speaker, ably represented by our Northwest Caucus, Honorable Sada Soni, Chairman and Co-Chair. Modibo Musa Ismail, representing Shororo Rafi Moya Federal Constituency. I'm from Niger State.
Honorable Speaker, the Co-Chair, Honorable colleagues, my name is Honorable Joe Sunday Makajola, Honorable representing Oguluwa Sulere Federal Constituency. I'm from Peseta State, Oyo.
The Right Honorable Speaker, may be represented by my Honorable the Chairman of the Petroleum Downstream and Midstream Committees, distinguished honorable colleagues here present, members of the press, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Dr. Adebayo Adepoju. I represent the good people of Ibarapa Central and Ibarapa North Federal Constituency of the Peseta State. Mr. Speaker, I am from Oyo State. Thank you.
The People's Speaker, ably represented by my leader and boss, the Northeast Caucus leader, Northwest, Right Honorable Sada Soli, my brother and Chairman Joint Committee on Midstream and Downstream, Honorable Ikenga Ugochinyere, my honorable colleagues, distinguished guests, my name remains Honorable Amobi Godwin Oka. I represent Nigeria through the good people of Isukwato and Umunochi Federal Constituency. Mr. Speaker, I'm from Abia State. I have the only performing governor in Nigeria. Thank you.
Right, Honorable Speaker, ably represented by our leader, the Chairman Northwest Caucus, the only leader with 7 states, the Chairman Downstream and the Chairman Midstream. Very distinguished colleagues, our invited guests. My name is Honorable Engineer Shehu Alatu Daboki, member representing Paskari, Kankara Sabwa Federal Constituency. I'm from Katsina State.
Thank you very much. Honorable Speaker, ably represented by our own Honorable Sadi Soli, distinguished colleagues. My names are Honorable Mohammed Audu, representing the good people of Karim, Lau, Agrokola. I am from Tarawa State.
Your Excellency, the Right Honorable Speaker, ably represented by our leader, Right Honorable Sada Soli, Chairman Downstream Petroleum and Chairman Midstream Petroleum, my honorable colleagues, the stakeholders and the press. My name is Abdul Malik Abdul Rahim Danga. I represent the entire people of Adavi Oke Federal Constituency. I am from Kogi State.
The People's Speaker, represented by Honorable Sada Suli, Chairman, Midstream, Downstream, Committee of the 10th House of Representatives, is my name, speaking for the good people of Uyo, Uran, Sadatai, and Ibesipo Sultan Federal Constituency. I'm from Akwa Ibom State, the only steed you can see in the sky flying. Thank you.
Mr. Speaker.
The People's Speaker, ably represented by the Chairman, Lady Jomari, Basin Development, Honorable Sada Soli, the Chairman Downstream, Honorable colleagues, distinguished guests. My name is Honorable Yusuf Omartati, member representing the good people of Kura, Maglibi, and Gaguma Federal Constituency. I'm from Kano State, Mr. Chairman. Thank you.
Honorable Speaker, the Chairman Downstream and Midstream, Honorable.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. My honorable colleagues, I'm Honorable Chief Dr. Billy Famous at this was. I represent the good people of Orion constituency of Edo State. A very proud being chief. Thank you.
Good evening, Mr. Speaker, ably represented by our leader, Northwest, Sada Soli, Chairman of both Downstream and Midstream, distinguished colleagues, other invited guests. I'm Honorable Dr. Mohammed Mukhtar Zannan Kazauri, member representing Kazauri Roni Gwiwa Enkwashi Federal Constituency. I'm from Jigawa State.
Your Excellency, the People's Speaker, ably represented by our leader Sada Soli, the Chairman of Petroleum Resources, Downstream and Midstream, most respected colleagues, members of the board, Honorable Engineer Emeka Idu Chi is my name. I represent the cosmopolitan and commercial city of Onitsha North and South Federal Constituency. I'm from Anambra State. Thank you.
Good evening, our amiable speaker, ably represented by our leader, Sola Soli. Our chairman, Downstream, my brother, Ken Gimo, my respected colleagues, our respected hosts, and people who are here present. My name is Honorable Attorney Matthew Mogu. I speak for the people of Abombise, Mwala Federal Constituency. I am from Imo State.
Mr. Speaker, on Petroleum, Midstream and Downstream, honorable members of the House of Representatives, let me quickly clarify here that the Chairman House Committee on Petroleum Midstream is represented here today by Representative Marie Ereminiete Ebikake. She represents BRAS, Nembe Federal Constituency of Bayelsa State. You're welcome, ma'am. We also have seated here today the Honorable Commissioner for Chieftaincy and Community Affairs in River State, Honorable Engineer Charles C. Amadi, DSSRS. You're welcome. If the Chairman of the House Committee is ready, may I now invite the Chairman House Committee on Petroleum Resources Downstream, Honorable Barrister Ikengarimo, to formally welcome participants at this event.
Good evening, distinguished guests. Permit me to stand on the already established protocol, but let me appreciate especially the Speaker of the 10th House of Representatives, His Excellency Right Honorable Tajuddin Abbas, ably represented by Honorable Sada Soli, and also appreciate my brother, Honorable Henry Okoje, Chairman Midstream Petroleum, who is also represented by Honorable Maria. Good evening, distinguished guests, honorable members of the House of Representatives, esteemed colleagues and valued stakeholders in the oil and gas sector. It is with great honor and a profound sense of responsibility that I welcome you all to the 2024 July retreat of the Joint Committee of the House of Representatives on Petroleum Resources, both midstream and downstream. I have the privilege of serving as the chairman of the House Committee on Petroleum Resources Downstream, and more recently, leading alongside with my brother Honorable Koje, our critical investigative efforts into the petroleum sector. We are gathered here in Port Harcourt, united by a shared commitment to enhance our regulatory framework, promote transparency, and foster sustainable development in Nigeria's oil and gas sector. This retreat, under the theme Enhancing Regulatory Frameworks, Promoting Transparency, and Fostering Sustainable Development in Nigerian oil and gas sector, is a pivotal event that provides us with a platform to deliberate on the pressing issues and explore strategic solutions for the betterment of our industry. I extend my sincere gratitude to His Excellency Sassim Fubara for graciously hosting us and for his unwavering support. Your leadership and hospitality are greatly appreciated. As we commence this retreat, I wish to emphasize the significance of our gathering. The petroleum sector remains the backbone of Nigeria's economy, and it is incumbent upon us to ensure its efficiency, transparency, and sustainability. Our discussions over the next few days will be instrumental in shaping the future of this vital industry. In the next few days, we'll be discussing about enhancing regulatory framework, promoting transparency, and fostering sustainable development in the Nigerian oil and gas sector. We'll also be discussing and understanding the objective, scope, and significance of the PIA, key provisions and reforms also needed. We'll also be looking at the roles and responsibility of the newly established regulatory bodies and all the transition process. And we'll also be looking critically at Nigeria's indigenous refineries and where do we go from here. And also a special topic on paradox of abundance, navigating the crude oil supply crisis in Nigeria amidst vast reserves. We are privileged to have an array of distinguished speakers and experts who will share this insight on various aspects of the petroleum industry. From the understanding and objective and significance of the PIA, like I said, to exploring the roles and responsibility of the newly established regulatory bodies. Our sessions will be both informative and enlightening. I am particularly excited about the roundtable discussion on paradox of abundance, navigating the crude oil supply crisis in Nigeria amidst vast reserves. This discussion aims to address the critical paradox of Nigerian vast crude oil reserves, just those with the persistent shortages experienced by indigenous refineries and other sectors. Our goal is to propose strategic solutions to bridge this gap and ensure that our resources are utilized effectively for the benefit of all Nigerians. I would like to state clearly at this point that the current economic woes in Nigeria should not only be attributed to the policies of the present government. Instead, they stem primarily from the deep-seated institutional corruption that has permeated the fabric of our society over the past decades, leading to widespread economic devastation, poverty, unemployment, and insecurity. It is therefore imperative that this committee earnestly fulfills its mandate to conduct a thorough investigation of our foremost revenue earner, the oil and gas sector, to ensure that the revenue due to the country is accurately accounted for and fully realized. Addressing these systematic issues is critical for the nation's economic recovery and sustainable development. To ensure a thorough and transparent investigation, the committee will undertake detailed laboratory investigation at all local refineries, marketers and importer facilities, and regulatory agency labs such as NNDPRA. We will visit various police stations, depot and tank farms to verify the quality of imported products and assess the testing capacity of all refineries. The international collection of these samples will be in 4 specimens and will be transparently done with all the key host stakeholders. Zonal intervention committees will be constituted to ensure swift movement to different zones of our country for the purpose of taking samples from the stakeholders such as depot, tank farms, filling stations, refineries for immediate laboratory analysis. We urge all those that will be invited to provide full cooperation and support by submitting all necessary documents, facts and insights that will aid in our investigation. Our investigation will proceed in phases, beginning with the examination of standard of petroleum products that are imported into the country and the crude oil supply chain. This forensic legislative investigation that the House has ordered us is one of the reasons why we are at this retreat, to brainstorm on how to proceed. And this investigation is crucial for restoring trust and ensuring the quality and security of the Nigerian petroleum sector in line with the renewed hope agenda of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. We are committed to transparency, thoroughness, and accountability, and that will do throughout the process. Adding that the investigation aims to identify and resolve the underlying issue plaguing the Nigerian petroleum sector. Our interaction with stakeholders in the midstream and downstream sector is crucial. It is through this engagement that we will gain a comprehensive understanding of the challenges faced by our industry and collaboratively devise solutions that promote growth and sustainability. As the chairman of the House of Representatives Forensic Legislative Investigation by the Midstream and Downstream Petroleum Committee, I want to reiterate our commitment, like I said, to transparency and accountability. Our ongoing forensic investigation into the anomalies within the oil and gas sector is crucial for restoring trust and ensuring the integrity of our industry. We are addressing allegations, and we're going to address allegations concerning the importation of the alleged importation of substandard petroleum products, the alleged production of substandard petroleum products, the non-availability of crude oil to domestic refineries, and various other critical issues that threaten the stability and security of our petroleum sector. In conclusion, I would like to express my heartfelt appreciation to my distinguished honorable colleagues, and also in particular my friend and colleague, Honorable Prince Okoje, our chairman, our 2 deputy chairmen of the Petroleum Committees on Downstream and Midstream, our honorable members and all other participants for their dedication and commitment to this retreat. And in special recognition, I would like to appreciate the Speaker, Right Honorable Tajudeen Abbas, and his able deputy, Right Honorable Okezie Benjamin Kalu, for their support to this committee. Your presence here signifies the shared vision for a prosperous and sustainable petroleum industry. Let us seize this opportunity to learn, collaborate, innovate, and ensuring that the outcome of our discussions translate into tangible progress for our nation. Thank you, and I look forward to a fruitful and engaging retreat.
Honourable members, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, also to present a goodwill message, may I now invite the Chairman House Committee on Petroleum Resources Midstream, here represented by Honourable Marie Ereminete Ibikaki. Let's give her a round of applause.
the Right Honorable Speaker, ably represented by our leader, the Northwest leader, Sada Soli. My hard-working, very vocal downstream chairman, I salute you. Distinguished colleagues, invited stakeholders, good evening. I'm highly honored to stand in here to represent the chairman, my own chairman, Midstream, because I'm a member of Midstream Petroleum Committee. Sincerely, I'm highly honored. It sends its greetings to all of you. Is unavoidably absent. It is with great honor and a profound sense of duty that I welcome you all to the 2024 July retreat of the committees of the House of Representatives on Petroleum Resources, Midstream and Downstream. I am privileged to serve as the chairman of the Committee on Petroleum Resources, Midstream. We gather here in the dynamic city of Port Harcourt at the prestigious Presidential Hotel under the theme Enhancing Regulatory Frameworks, Promoting Transparency and Fostering Sustainable Development in Nigeria oil and gas sectors. This retreat is a critical convergence of minds and efforts aimed at addressing the pressing issues and exploring the immense opportunities within our sector. I would like to extend my heartfelt gratitude to His Excellency Sir Similaye Fubara, our host, for his unwavering support and warm hospitality. We are truly honored to be in the presence of such distinguished leadership. As we commence this retreat, let us take a moment to reflect on the significance of our gathering. The oil and gas sector remains the backbone of our economy, and it is our collective responsibility to ensure that it operates with utmost efficiency, transparency, and sustainability. Our discussions and deliberations over the next few days will play a pivotal role in shaping the future of this vital industry. We are privileged to have an esteemed lineup of speakers and experts who will share their insights and expertise on various aspects of the petroleum industry. From the intricacies of the Petroleum Industry Act PIA to the governance and institutional framework, we will delve deep into the mechanism that drive our sector. I'm particularly excited about the sections led by Dr. Kelechi Ofegu and the insightful address by Aliko Dangote on the future of Nigerian indigenous refineries. Our roundtable discussions will provide a platform for robust dialogue on critical issues such as the paradox of Nigeria's vast crude oil reserves amidst persistent shortages. We will also explore strategy, solutions to bridge the gap and ensure that our resources are harnessed effectively for the benefit of all Nigerians. I would also like to highlight the importance of our interaction with stakeholders in the midstream and downstream sectors. This engagement is crucial for understanding the challenges faced by our industry and collaboratively devising solutions that promote growth and sustainability. As we embark on this journey, let us remain committed to the principles of transparency and accountability. Our ongoing investigation into the anomalies in the oil and gas sector, led by Honorable Barrister Igwagoni Gochinyere, is a testament to our dedication to rooting out corruption and inefficiency. In conclusion, I want to express my sincere appreciation to all participants for your presence and attention at this retreat. Your presence here signifies a shared vision for a prosperous and sustainable petroleum industry. Let us seize this opportunity to learn, collaborate, and innovate, ensuring that the outcomes of our discussions translate into tangible progress for our nation. Thank you, and I look forward to a fruitful and engaging retreat. Honorable Prince Eri Okoji, Chairman, NASS Committee on Petroleum Resources Ministry. Thank you all.
Distinguished members of the National Assembly, ladies and gentlemen, it is indeed a privilege to now invite the Speaker of the Federal House of Representatives, represented by Honorable Soli Sada, to declare this retreat open.
The Chairman, Midstream and Downstream Committees of the House of Representatives, my honorable colleagues, resource persons, the key players in the industry, in the oil and gas industry, members of the fourth estate of the realm, that's the press, our invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. I'm reading the keynote speech of the Honorable Speaker. I would like to tender the apologies of the Speaker for not being here. It is as a result of the exigencies of his office, which I'm quite certain the members here will attest to that fact. His speech reads as follows. Honorable colleagues and invited guests, I'm deeply pleased to join you today at this crucial meeting to continue the conversation and dialogue initiated by the House of Representatives on strengthening and enhancing regulatory frameworks of the oil and gas sector. Our nation's economic power is derived and dependent on oil over the years, and the debate over the regulation, transparency, and sustainable development of the sector has dominated discussions even after the passage and the coming into force of the Petroleum Industry Act, PIA, in the 9th Assembly. This retreat is therefore an opportunity to reflect on the issues once again by the committees and make recommendations to the House on the best approaches to promote transparency and sustainable development in the sector. The theme of this retreat is enhancing regulatory frameworks, promoting transparency, and fostering sustainable development in Nigeria's oil and gas sector. It speaks volume on the commitment of the 10th House of Representatives towards repositioning the energy sector of our economy. This is an agenda we have set for ourselves and for which we are committed to achieving positive results. Honorable colleagues, distinguished guests, since the signing of the Petroleum Industry Bill into law, which provides the legal governance, regulatory and fiscal framework for the Nigerian petroleum industry, the Nigerian petroleum industry has witnessed total governance structural overhaul as provided by the Act. The PIA, through its provisions, addresses the shortcomings in the sector and provides timely remedies. The NNPC has been restructured and repositioned with the hope that it will serve the Nigerian citizenry better. Through the incorporation of the NNPC as a limited liability company, the NNPC is now to become a full-fledged company free to operate as a business entity and effectively engage with other stakeholders and partners in the competitive market in order to make petroleum products available and affordable to the people, just like the Saudi Aramco, the Gazprom, Petronas, Petrobras, PetroChina. These are all competitive companies in the world, and that is how we want the NNPCCL to operate. This retreat offers us another opportunity to evaluate implementation of the PIA in promoting transparency, accountability, economic recovery, transformation, and growth of the oil sector, as well as the key roles of the players in the industry. Honorable colleagues, distinguished guests, we can recall that it was barely a week ago that your committees on oil and gas accompanied the leadership of the House to a tour at the Dangote refinery in Lagos. The purpose of that visit was to provide the House leadership and your committees with an in-depth understanding of the nature, scope, and the activities of Dangote refinery, an initiative that aligns with our legislative agenda, which aims to support the President's renewed hope agenda, focusing on economic transformation, growth, and development. The tour underscores our commitment to engaging with and supporting critical sectors that drive our economy and provides valuable insights that will inform our legislative measures and decisions. And it is an indication that we remain dedicated to fostering an environment conducive to economic growth and development, ensuring that our legislative actions align with the broader goals of national progress as articulated by Mr. President. It also means that we are acutely aware of the challenges facing the private sector in Nigeria, including regulatory hurdles, infrastructure deficits, and access to finance. It is to ensure the commitment of the House to addressing these issues, improving ease of doing business, promote transparency, and provide equal opportunities to all players in the oil industry, that this retreat finds its justification and relevance, and we must ensure that the outcome of the retreat would provide necessary guidance to the House for necessary legislative action. As noted in my remarks at the tour of Dangote refinery, we are working diligently to create a more business-friendly environment through legislative reforms that streamline process, reduce bureaucratic retapism, and enhance transparency. Our goal is to make Nigeria an attractive destination for both local and international investors, and in line with the renewed hope agenda of this government, and indeed the National Assembly, and most particularly the House of Representatives, which we are committed to creating an enabling environment for the private sector to thrive for sustainable development. We must demonstrate a commitment to enact laws and redefine policies that support business growth, reduce bureaucratic hurdles, and promote transparency and accountability. My dear colleagues, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, as you commence this very crucial retreat, let us be focused and be reminded of the challenges and difficulties our people are facing today, which need immediate attention and action from us as their representatives. One of the challenges stem from the regulation of the petroleum sector, which led to the removal of oil subsidy. Our dialogue must take into consideration ways of continuous support to the government to provide necessary conciliations and incentives to cushion the effects of subsidy removal, and part of the ways to ensure success is making the oil sector transparent and open. Honorable colleagues, I call on you to show active participation as I wish you a successful retreat. It is now my privilege and honor on behalf of the Speaker to declare this retreat open.
Once again, a round of applause for Mr. Speaker. Before we proceed with the vote of thanks, we would like to ask whether we have representatives of any of the unions in the oil and gas sector here today. Do we have any representatives of the unions? Okay. Do we also have representatives from the private sector, oil and gas? All right. In particular, do we have a representative of IPMAN? Okay, can we invite you to step forward, please, to give a brief remark? Let's give him a round of applause as he steps forward.
The Speaker, ably represented. My time is so short. Standing on all of the existing protocols. My name is Tekena Tangod Ipaki, the Executive Chairman, IPMAN Port Harcourt Unit. My name is Tekena Tangod Ipaki, the Executive Chairman, IPMAN Port Harcourt Unit. I would have just less to say, since today is more of introduction. But I have to say a few things as it borders on the oil sector. In Nigeria today, the oil and gas sector plays a leading role in the growth of our national economy. Therefore, it is imperative to have a varied, transparent, and sustainable regulatory framework in order for the system to thrive. The regulatory framework is the bedrock of any success one envisages in trying to have sustainable growth and national development. And this is so because it serves as a guide to navigate through the path of achieving industrial set goals. It is a very crucial component of any successful venture because it establishes rules, practices, and processes that operating entities in the system must adhere to invest in a sustainable, transparent, and
developed oil and gas sector. Just like Mr. Speaker had rightly, emphatically said earlier too, without a potent regulatory framework for this industry, no meaningful achievement can be made. Therefore, in order to achieve the above objectives, both regulatory bodies and relevant government agencies must ensure the following things are in place. I want to clearly state that a clear and workable legislation establishing a well-defined law is key in the aspect of these laws. If these laws must be consistent, people-friendly and workable environment must be created at all times also. Both the regulatory bodies and the relevant government agencies must ensure also that there should be proper education and sensitization of the public on the existing laws. This will help all stakeholders to be on one page in assuring compliance, periodic sensitization, and keep driving home rules. I'm so sorry. Have I spent my time? My submission is this, that we as a people, as an organization, IPMAN, we are ready and fully geared up to synergize with the federal government as long as it has all, and the IPMAN has all that it takes also to making sure all of these things that we have proposed as a people here come together to come to as one, and must be, everything that we have proposed here must come to play in our system. Thank you very much.
Let's give a round of applause once again to the representative of IPMAN. Before I invite the next speaker, please I would like to appeal that it's not a time for long speeches, just for us to make brief remarks with regards to this opening event. As the retreat progresses, there will be opportunities for us to present our speeches. So that said, may I now invite Sir Francis Chilamdimpa, JP, the State Chairman, Petroleum Marketers Association of Nigeria, to also present opening remarks.
Good evening, Mr. Speaker, Chairman of committees, members of the National Assembly here present, the powerful members of the petroleum downstream sector, ladies and gentlemen. I believe and I know that I have just 2 minutes to send this goodwill message. This program, as we are informed, is expected to last tomorrow and next tomorrow. And I believe that Mr. Speaker and Chairman of Committee will have time to make our paper presentations as concerns the areas you have highlighted. But permit me to say, sir, that most of our concern to be here today is to say that we have welcomed you to the event that will look into the regulatory issues that will handle the duplication of regulatory agencies in this sector. A situation whereby you have this body regulating us. We are, if I introduce myself, the filling station owners, the gas plant owners in Nigeria. I am the River State Chairman, and we are all over Nigeria. You have an NDPRA regulating us. You have weight and measure regulating us. You have standard organization regulating us. You have boys brigade regulating us. You have civil defense regulating us, and so on. Cut meat, all now for the body of one Nama. We are happy that this issue will be addressed. We are happy that the federal government national gas expansion project is going to receive blessing, whereby kerosene has been replaced by gas. But the filling stations where we were compared to kerosene installations, today we are compared not to put gas there, except we bring our grandfather's certificates. We are happy that you address the ease of doing business as concerns this sector. And finally, we are happy that you are going to address the high regulatory fees. We are also happy that all other national issues you have highlighted here, will be ready to brainstorm on them openly, privately, and however. But we are here today, tomorrow, and next tomorrow to discuss these issues to get solution. We don't tire to receive petrol when they qualify. God bless you all.
Thank you very much. To present the vote of thanks, may I now invite Honorable Amobi Oga. Please give him a round of applause.
Good evening, everybody. His Excellency, our own Speaker of State Assembly, ably represented by our leader, our coach, Sada Soli, my own brother, the outspoken rep from Imo State, my brother, Ikenga Ugochinyere, my own sister, and my mother, representing my own good friend, Prince Okoche. I know Okoche would have loved to be here, but he is in Edo State. You know, he is the chairman of Campaign Council. My honorable colleagues, our invited guests, the stakeholders, Chairman, I want to appreciate you for this great program. I'm bringing this to Port Harcourt. You have taken the right step. This is the seat of oil and gas. I want to thank His Excellency, the Governor of this state, for making this possible for us to be here. Without him, we will not be here. So we thank him and appreciate him, and also appreciate all the stakeholders. We are begging and asking you to be here tomorrow and next tomorrow, so that we can be able to brainstorm and see a way forward. Before being in House of Rep, some of you know that I'm part of you. I am the younger brother of Master's Energy. I'm also the MD before Polymama Oil and Gas. So I'm part of you to help to solve our problem. That is why some of you supported me to be here. So we thank you and say may God continue to bless you. As you go home this evening, you will come back tomorrow morning in good health and sound mind. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Mr. Speaker, the Chairman present, honorable members, the opening session is coming to a close. But before we wrap things up for this evening, may I quickly inform us that there will be photographs with Mr. Speaker here on stage as this session comes to an end. Also to remind stakeholders of the very important first interactive session they have right after that photograph session. That said, may we please rise for the national anthem. We wish you fruitful deliberations. As the House dismisses, we will be for Mr. Speaker. Thereafter, a very important interactive session with all stakeholders present. Thank you.
Because of the weight. Yes. Yeah.
Better now.
When I come back, when that happens, then I need to take them. When I come back, so that people can help them. When I come back, you can go. Tell them, don't be no man here to this. It's not play that song. We are not in no man here. Oh, be careful with this thing. Don't be.